How's it going, me family? C.Mea here with another tutorial. It's been a long time, as always, but it's summertime, so I got a lot more time. Of course, I'm working super hard on the finale, but you know, I had a little bit of extra time right now, and I really want to make this tutorial. I've actually been wanting to make this tutorial for a while, so here it is. This is about stop-motion realism and how you should introduce or implement a little bit of realism into your animations, and how much of a difference it can make. My first example, obviously, is going to be, I always make my characters move their arms when they talk. It's one of the few techniques you can use to do that, and of course, there are good ways to do it, bad ways to do it, some very, very bad ways. I know, especially in Season 1, I used to do a lot. They move their arms, but they go all the way up, then down. Then up, then down. It's just really stupid. Like, you just gotta stop and think. In real life, do you do this? Is it how humans are supposed to do their stuff? First of all, it just takes so long, and it's just really boring, and okay. I just took like a super generic character, but he's so stiff because I never use him that it's actually hard to move, you know. Also, those minifigs are actually really stiff. Anyway, you're not supposed to go all the way up, then all the way down. Not when he's just talking generically like that. That just doesn't make sense. Like, if you talk to someone, you're not going to move your hand like this all the time. You're not going to do that. That's just really stupid. Nobody's doing that. Or at least I hope nobody's doing that, because that's just not cool. And also, you know, when you do any sort of movement, you really want to make sure it makes sense, or you want to, there we go, I'm just going to move the light here. You really want to make sure it can happen within the realm of physics. Like, you're not gonna make this guy jump off a 2 million feet high building, 2 million foot high building or whatever, and he's, you know, let's say the guy's falling. You really don't want to make him fall like this and just let him stand up straight like that. Of course, you're gonna want to animate a little bit. You want to ease in and ease out. That's kind of like the second point I wanted to bring with this video. You really want to do like you want to ease in and ease out on every single movement if you can, if you have a high enough FPS to do so, and of course that might be another tutorial in the future. I might not even cover the ease in, ease out technique because it's been covered many times, but if you do plan on implementing realism more into your animations, of course easing in and out is a lot better, and it's a really good technique to have in hand. It's really handy, and you want to do that. So of course, let's say he jumps, you don't want to just make him stop here. You want to maybe make him do some sort of stupid roll thing. Really cool. If done well, this looks really cool in an animation, and it brings a lot more to the animation. If he just falls and stands up like that, nothing happened, it looks lazy. That's the thing. If it doesn't look real, some people are going to think it looks lazy, and some people are going to think that you were lazy when animating. That's not something you want to do. So of course, please, when you're doing any type of animation, keep in mind that realism is extremely important, unless you're doing some fantasy thing where the guy has superpowers that makes it so that it is realistic for that person or that character to act in that certain way. Of course, if you're just using a normal minifigure, I would really suggest maybe watching some Michael Hickok's videos, or someone like that who just stays in the realm of the possibilities of this normal and realistic world here, because everything he does, you know, is physically possible. Everything he does is real, or is somewhat realistic and makes sense in that world that, you know, he animates in. So you want to stick to, you know, your world, your realm. Want to make sure that everything you do has to do with what you're supposed to do. So I guess that's it for this video. There's really not much for this tutorial. It's basically just a reminder that knowledge is extreme. No, it's I don't know why I keep... No, this is not the right time for this. Anyway, why am I making Tai Lopez jokes right now? Anyway, as I was saying, just keeping in mind that realism is extremely important is going to make you improve. It's something really small. But as with many of my tutorials, there are little small things, but all together they make a big difference, and they just make the animation so much better. So you want to think about all those things when you animate. That's it. Hit the like button! Of course I would screw that up. I don't read enough books, as Ty Lopez would say. Hit the like button below us if you enjoyed the video and are a member of the Me family. Comment, it's always appreciated. Subscribe to C.MeaX if you haven't already. Join the Me family, it's quite awesome right here. I'll see you next time, and as always, Johnny.